Let's get this stream set up on the old tuber view. And here we go. That's a bit boring, that music. Let's get something a bit more upbeat. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Don. Welcome back. And it's Power Hour. It's live. Although I've locked my montage, I'm drinking, I've locked my montage, we're not trading. We're commentating on the market. I don't want to do what I did last time, so I've locked my montage. Ah, there we go. I'm saying I'm drinking. I've locked my montage. We're drinking and trading doesn't work. I need to have a wine glass or a wine cooler or something like that in the merch store that says "Do not drink and trade." You can hear me now, can't you? I'm only halfway through. I've got about one glass. I've got a glass left at the bottom of the barrel, bottom of the bottle, Alistair. So yeah. Tony. Who's Tony? Hey, Andres. So. I'm just watching C Limited, or SE. So I was watching this. It was really extended up here at kind of $65. And then Poland got attacked. Russia decided to attack Poland. You know, the last time Poland got invaded, it was like the start of World War One. You know, so go figure. Oh, World War Two. Yeah. Couple of rockets fired into Poland, and the market decided to crash. And of course, I was thinking this is a bit extended. I'm not getting in this, and I called that out on the Discord. It's a bit too extended to be getting in right now. And then of course we get this huge pullback. So that was just on about 1 o'clock market time, and it's quite a big pullback if you look at it. Huge pullback. Double bottom. I did say if we get above 64 at the races, it went up to 65. So you got the double bottom breakout up to 65. It's a dollar from 64 to 63 at the bottom, 64 to 65 at the top. So the double bottom, it worked out well. Tiny, yeah. I've been called tiny lots of times, but there you go. Franz Ferdinand, good band. But yeah, absolutely. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was the start of World War One. World War Two, Hitler's invasion of Poland. Hey Pat, I've not taken any trades. Just so you know, I've not taken any trades since the earlier stream. So. We're still at 7K. Now I'm looking at things. I've locked my montage, so I actually can't trade unless I unlock my montage. It's an extra step that I have to take now in order to take a position. So the likelihood is, because I'm drinking, I don't really want to be trading. Unusual volume. There's not a lot of volume at all actually done right now. Not seeing much volume at all. I mean, I've even changed my filters to filter out the low volume trades. SatX is something that I highlighted earlier. It's low volume, high volatility, It looks like it could be the next HKD or Huadi. So this is SatX. This one's currently up 175% on the day. FinViz, not FinZone, FinViz. Pat. Hey Matt. I'm always happy, Alistair. Always happy. Single man again, so gotta be happy about that. Hey Andreas, Don, everybody else on YouTube or Twitch and Restream, ShareVision, Twitter, wherever you're at. Ouch, that hurts, Pat. Well, I'm on the old Vina Rocco, so well, it's Italian, so it's a nice drop actually. I like this. Only cheap. When I first came across this, it was actually quite expensive, and Aldi have started stocking this for like 10 quid a bottle. So every time I go into Aldi, I stock up. Absolutely, Dave. Don't see much wanted her to be, but expected her to be. But there you go. Not a lot we can do. But that means that I've got Christmas free. So anybody inviting me round for turkey? Something like that, Alistair. So my excuse, what's your excuse for drinking today, Alistair? I know what mine is. It's Tuesday. What was the question? Oh, I did. I did up until this morning. How long was I married? Nearly, just over 17 years. Cheers, yo. I don't know. Whenever I say yo, I always think of Jesse Pinkman. I don't know if you guys have watched Breaking Bad yet. If you haven't, recommend it. Get on Netflix before it gets canned, and binge watch Breaking Bad. It's a great program. It's a bit slow to start off with. First couple of episodes are a bit slow whilst it kind of introduces the characters, but after that, once it kicks off, it really kicks off, and it's a really good series. Yo, I'm not trading with the Vino. I've locked my montage. My montage is locked. So I finished 7K up. I got 7K up early, finished 7K up. I went out, did some shopping, bought the Fairy Beast some more of these tender duck fillets. Pause. Yeah, you will look. You will look. I've not opened them yet. Don't we get any ideas? Go back to sleep. Oh, off you go. She heard me rustle the bag and she wants it. Go live for Christmas dinner. Oh, damn. No, I don't know about that. Pat, Luke. We may be back together again tomorrow. It's been off and on for 5 years, so we'll see what happens. But right, let's have a look. So SatX, It's quite volatile. In fact, it's very volatile. The spreads are huge. Actually, the spreads are not too bad at the moment. The spreads are about 40 cents, give or take. Yeah, 60 cents. All right, so I say the spreads are not too bad. They're ranging from kind of 70 cents. So on SatX, this is what I was talking about. The spreads were huge, volume's low, and the volatility is so rangy. So well, fair play. What's that French bloke? I saw a French bloke. I don't know, it's Instagram or TikTok or something. He went on a first date, and he says he gets talking to the girl, and the menu comes out, and he orders some bread for the table. You know how you get the bread and butter for the table and stuff. And she says, no, I can't eat bread. I'm gluten free. He's like, gluten free. Gluten is life. It's like baguettes, croissant. It's like, how can you live without gluten? That's just wrong. And then he says, okay, no problem. I'll eat the bread on my own. It's fine. It's no problem. And he orders a bottle of wine. He thinks, at least I can actually have a conversation, relax, have a bottle of wine. He doesn't drink alcohol. He's like, why would you not drink alcohol? Alcohol is joy. Why would you not drink it? Anyway, he got up, and halfway through the meal, he got up and went to the bathroom and didn't go back. So, yeah, absolutely, yo. That's when I locked my montage. I was looking at stuff. I was looking at the charts. I was watching a couple of things, and then I saw the missiles hit and the market tanked, and I thought, nah, today I've got green. I'm going to stay green. I'm just going to lock my montage right there and then. And I walked away, had some dinner. I actually ordered a takeaway, and I'm disappointed with it because when I got it, it was cold. So I've not rated it yet, but I had to warm it up in the microwave. Yeah. What's the point? What's the point in ordering a takeaway and then having to warm it up in the microwave? That's like defeats the whole object. You may as well cook it at home. They actually might do that, Jack. Depending on where I am, go live for Christmas dinner. I don't think many people will tune in though. That's the problem. What's the point in going live at for Christmas dinner? Olive Garden's nice. It depends on what the house wine. I mean, some places have a house wine, and they make sure the house wine is actually a decent wine, just so that it doesn't ruin people's experience of the establishment. Because a lot of people just get a glass of red wine, a glass of white wine. It's the house wine, and if they serve them cheap, crappy wine, even though that they don't understand wine, they're not wine connoisseurs or something. If they serve them crap wine as a house wine, it's going to really taint the dining out experience for them, and then they won't get the repeat custom. So it's always better to have a decent bottle as your house wine, even though, and this is one thing that I always say, is like, what's the house wine? Have a look at it. Never order the cheapest, never order the most expensive. If you don't know anything about wine, always go for the middle of the range. Never order the most expensive because you're getting screwed over, and never order the cheapest because it's usually shite. So yeah. Oh, stop. Actually, saying the in-laws whinge. My ex-in-laws were Muslims, so we never celebrated Christmas. Oh, absolutely. Am I still using the aerator? Come on, Alistair. Once you've got an aerator, you never have a bottle of wine without one. I mean, when I go out to a restaurant, I take the nozzle off the aerator. I take it with me. If I know I'm going to a restaurant and I know I'm going to have a bottle of wine or a couple of bottles of wine, I take the aerator with me. I don't know about monkeypox. We'll see. You obviously don't come on very often, that Nadja boy. I'm in profit most days, you cheeky git. In fact, I can go to my statistics. Today is, let's have a look at the calendar overview for November. This is five green streaks in a row. Excuse me, 5 green days in a row. It's a green streak. It's officially a green streak. It's not the biggest green streak I've ever had, but I think the biggest green streak I've had this year is 14 days without loss. I've had 14 trading days in a row without loss. That's my biggest one this year. I think that was back in June. Yeah, end of June, beginning of no. Hang on a minute. I got 10. I got 12 at the end of July, beginning of August. End of May, beginning of June, that was 14 days. No, 13 days. I was right, it was 14 days. No, I was right, 13 days. Just counting them up here, and this is what happens. I forget how to count when I've had too much wine. So... No, it's 14 days, I was right. So from the 24th of May was my first green day on the streak, and it finished on the 13th of June. So that's 14 trading days. Actually, no, yeah, there was a bank holiday on the 30th, so that's why it was 13 days. I didn't trade on the 30th. We're kind of trying to work out what's going on here, because look, no, it's still 14. Oh, forget it. 14 trading days. That's my longest streak of the year. Yeah, exactly. I'm happy. Wine, it makes me happy. I watched a love him or hate him, Philip Schofield is a diamond, he's a national treasure. But Philip Schofield, I think it was Christmas, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, I think it was the year before last. And he was doing a live session, I think it was either Facebook or Instagram, I can't recall. And he got these, you know that speciality gin club? They made him an honorary member, and he'd said, and it's these little gin miniatures. And he was live testing them out, and it was great. Over the course of about 45 minutes, just watching Philip Schofield get more and more smashed on different flavors of gin, specialty gins, with the various flavored tonics and stuff as well. It was hilarious. But wine and stocks, good combination, absolutely. Cheese and grapes. I'm not. Grapes, yeah, I don't mind the grapes, but I'm partial to a cheese board now and again. So a bit of a bit of sliced sausage as well, you know. Just a moment. I need to. Oh. Well, that's the end of that bottle. There we go. There, that was for you, Alistair. It's telling you it needs a good wash. Stick it in the dishwasher later. Alright, Biddu. Baidu. This is one of those Chinese stocks. So let's put $100 now. This did sell off hard. Let's have a look at this. How it sold off hard. So this was impacted by that missile. So the missiles hit at about 1 p.m. and look at that. So Baidu is sold off hard, and then it's trying to make as a lot of these stocks are trying to do now, trying to make a comeback, but not looking so favourable to make a comeback all the way up. But Baidu is looking good. It's still looking relatively strong. A huge sell-off across the markets when that missile hit Poland, but what are you going to do? AMKR, it's done. Look at this, double bottom. So it's a triple bottom. Triple bottom's very similar to a double bottom. It's actually basically it's a head and shoulders, but with the shoulders being the same as the head. It is a bullish pattern. Or inverse head and shoulders, should I say. It's a bullish pattern, so double top, same as a triple top. Head and shoulders, same thing. But this is triple bottom on the VWAP as well, which gives it that little bit of extra potency from a technical point of view. It's now up at 28.57. The volume's not great, got to be honest, right now. I mean, volume bar, 2,500. I wouldn't write home about that. So we're looking at volume 1,300 on the last one. So the volume's not great on Amcor. It's going to be available from tomorrow, Fuzzy. So merch available. The merch store will be open tomorrow, and I will add that to the link tree. So merch stores will be open tomorrow. I'll show you some of the what do you call it? It's the merch that I've got. So t-shirts, sweatshirts, wine cooler, coffee mugs, whatever you got, whatever you want. So yeah, you can fill your boots. Catchphrase: I trade with Tony. There you go. I've even got a dog bowl with the dog's face on it. So Miyako makes an appearance on some of the merch as well. So a couple of catchphrases. I don't know. I've only put a couple of catchphrases in because I couldn't remember all of them. But if you got one of my catchphrases that you want to see on merch, just let me know, and I'll add it to the roster. And so I've got Get Green, Stay Green, just a fat bloke on the internet. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. All that kind of stuff. Me and the dog. We've even got the dog snoring. I've got I think one of the merch, one of the pieces has got the picture of the dog snoring. So why not? Top 3 trader. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Not the best, but top 3. What did C do? I'm kind of liking this look on the 5-minute. This gets up to 65. This could test the highs again. Going back a little bit. Getting some clear support here at 63. Let's get some horizontal lines in here. So getting some clear support here at $63. Key level. Funnily enough, it's been not really been a key level historically though. 63. It's just finding support there for some reason. So I would have said 62.50, yeah. Definitely 66. But well, hey, look. 66 is a key level as support and resistance. But hey, look, we do what we can. It's got no volume. Yeah, that could be interesting. Who are the other two? Well, that's up to you to work out, Super. You decide. Well, I'll tell you what, it's got no volume. I've had that a couple of times just today because the mic wasn't on. So, and I had issues with the volume yesterday because of TikTok Studio. So, yeah, got no volume. He's on multiple levels. Well, I'll add that one. Pull back to the VWAP? Nah. What's that Cardi B song, WAP? Maybe I should do a song and release a song. Instead of WAP, it should be VWAP and just change the lyrics around. Hey, Mr. No One. Who's Yanks? I don't know. What do you mean, don't release a song? Look, if the cheeky girls can get to #1, I'm sure I can. I mean, for God's sakes, even the Teletubbies had a #1 hit. So I'm sure I can. Just need to get the right management, that's all. Look, everybody's winging it. What I've learned in my almost half a century on this planet there at Superchip is that it doesn't matter who you are or what you do, you're always winging it. When I was younger, in my teens and early 20s, I looked up to people. And I thought, yeah, you're really good. You really know a lot. This kind of thing, and it really looked up to their opinions and the knowledge that they have. And as I've got older, I realised that they're all full of crap, just like I am. You know, it's you got people in power, politicians haven't a Scooby-Doo what they're doing. The majority of politicians are elected to office and they're not fit for purpose. They haven't got a Scooby-Doo what they're doing from one day to the next. They're winging it. They're faking it until they make it, and most of them don't make it. They make a hash of it. And this is what's wrong with the political system, is the majority of politicians, they don't have the sense they were born with. They're idiots, the majority of them. And but like, that's me on my high horse about politics, and I think we all can agree with that. But then again, you kind of then start to look at other professions and start to think, well, how much are they winging it? And you go into the doctors, and you go in there with some obscure complaint, and he breaks out a book. You're like, well, you're breaking out a book. You don't know what you have to look it up. What's going on? So you then start worrying about, how much does my doctor actually know? You know, is he going to prescribe me the wrong medicine for the wrong affliction? I mean, at the end of the day, he's a human person at the end of the day as well. So did he not learn about my affliction in college or not? So yeah, start getting paranoid. Oh God, I don't watch that shite. I just refuse to watch that shite. SPF was winging, absolutely, but what a wing! I mean, those were eagle's wings. The guy was flying. You know, Jack. So many of these billionaires, they haven't a clue how they got there. millionaires. They haven't got a clue. They were given a privileged leg up, and they stumbled across a formula that allowed them to make more money from that privileged, entitled background, and they haven't a clue. I mean, look at Mr. Trump himself. He's had more bankrupt businesses than, Soft Mick, and he still claims to be a billionaire. He's never made a note in his life except for grifting. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, the volume's not huge, but it's just consolidating right now between 63 and 64. It's just consolidating. I mean, if you look at this on the 5-minute, nice, zoom out a little bit. Very nice little rail line in here for the descending resistance. And that's really what you've got to look for, is the break of this descending resistance. I'll put that back on a 1 minute and you'll see, just see the line up here. There you go. So that's your descending resistance. If you can break above that, 64.50, we're at the races. I mean, it went up to 65 previously, but hey, look, off the double bottom. But hey, look, what I would say is, and I've said this earlier in the week, fundamentals trump technicals. If all you're trading on is technicals, are usually very reliable, but once a fundamental catalyst comes into play, it outstretches the technicals. And again, this is part of what I'm saying about when you're looking for stocks to get into play. If the wider market is just trending downwards, and a bear market, as it has been all year, a couple of days of exception, but in general, it's been most of the year. There's still usually stocks that are going bullish and moving up because they have their individual fundamental catalyst that's driving the price action against the market trend. So you get counter-trending stocks, and that happens every day. Oh my goodness! So let's have a look at SATX again, and I called this out earlier as the new HKD. Oh. Look at that. That's down, halted to the downside now. This is mad, this stock. It's had about 4 halts today. And it's hardly any volume. It's 1.5 million shares traded all day long. It's not like it's got huge volume. 144% up on the day, and it's pulled back from the highs. So let's look at this. SATX 5 communication shows resume following the circuit breaker halt. Okay. So there's no news driving this move up. I've not seen a catalyst. It's not heavily shorted. It's a 70 million float. So it's not particularly a micro float stock, but 150% up on the day. Makes you wonder. She's asleep. She's barking in her sleep. The dozy dog. I'll have a look. Have you just woke up? Did you wake yourself up for barking? You're an idiot. Don't wag your tail at me. You're an idiot. Don't look at me like I was the one barking. I was not the one barking. You were the one barking. Okay, so perf. This is the market trend at the moment. So this is very similar across the board. Very similar trend in terms of the market. I wouldn't say it's following SATX. You've not got the volatility here. So this has moved up and then it's selling off. It's not got the same kind of volatility. 844,000 shares traded. It's only up 35% as opposed to the 150%. But you tend to find that it's reached its peak, and then in power hour you're getting the sell-off. You're getting people wanting to take profits. I do use the MACD. I've got the MACD open on my 2-minute chart, funnily enough, super chip. MACD, RSI, Bollinger Bands. There's a whole bunch of indicators I will use, but just for general momentum trading, the only indicator I see I get a lot of value out of is the VWAP. It's not an IPO. It was IPO back in October. I mean, it started trading October SATX. So it's not like it's an IPO, a recent, well, it's a couple of weeks ago, I guess. But this is halted now. We should get a resumption in the next minute. Okay, so yes, Walmart went on a big run, had really good earnings. So Walmart had really good earnings, but it's not that Walmart went on a big run. Walmart had good earnings, but it also had a good macroeconomic background as well. So it was very sideways in the grand scheme of things, but it moved up well pre-market. And this pre-market pump here is from the PPI data drop. So the market moved up and did a similar sort of thing, but Walmart's been moving sideways since that. It moved up and then it sold sideways. So this big pump up was down to the PPI drop. So there's a lot of, if I just look at AMD that we jumped on, that jumped up, sold off a little bit, didn't have the same. What's kept Walmart fairly steady and sideways is the fact that it had good earnings. If we look at the S&P 500, that dropped at when Poland got missile attacked, but Walmart continued steady. Then Nasdaq pretty much the same thing. So the markets dropped when Poland got missile attacked, but Walmart just stayed steady pretty much all day. Once it got up to kind of 148, that was it. It's 148, 149. It's been kind of steady and sideways since. So that's Walmart. Flip job. It's what, 7% up at the moment, Walmart. But that's just because the market was up so much as well. Any interesting swing trades going on right now? I'm not seeing anything worth jumping on. Personally, myself, I think there's a few nice possible short trades to be looking at. When I'm looking at the hourly chart on C, so this is C. If you look at the hourly, so who was it that was talking about the hourly? Oh, Mark. Mark was talking about the hourly, and this is the daily. This is the 60-minute chart on. So we've got a nice little flag, 63 flat bottom here. Now what you tend to find, we're getting that descending resistance. So a descending wedge into a flat bottom is bearish. That tends to signify a break downwards. Now, what we're getting here on the 60-minute is a suggestion that we're going to break downwards here on C Limited. Got this confirmed support at 63, but we're getting lower highs, so that descending resistance on the hourly into that confirmed support at 63. As soon as it breaks 63, it's going to sell off. So that's my quick analysis of C Limited. Have I tried squeeze indicator? There's a few of those actually. Funnily enough, I've got a couple on my phone, squeeze apps and things like that. That tell you how heavily shorted something is. But just because it's heavily shorted does not necessarily mean it's a squeeze play. It has to have volume, has to have bullish volume for a short squeeze to take place. And usually a good catalyst which drives the additional kind of institutional investing in a bullish price action in a bullish manner. And then it forces the shorts to cover, which then triggers the snowballing effect for the squeeze play. But yeah, a couple of the squeeze indicators or squeeze apps are interesting to watch, but I wouldn't use them as entry indicators or base my trade on it. The single best indicator that I've found is price action alone. You can trade on price action alone. If you can couple of your price action with certain indicators, it can make it a little bit more reliable. If you couple it with certain indicators and patterns, it definitely does then become more reliable. So yeah, and if you've got insider knowledge, that helps too, of course. Just ask Nancy. Peloton. Actually, I don't like Peloton long term. Again, it's not really overly bullish today, considering the market conditions. But I don't see, what is it with Peloton? I mean, does anybody remember in the 80s you used to have this big thing that you squoze forwards, that if you wanted to bodybuild, it was like some pneumatic yoke, and it had, you pulled it out, and what was it called, a bulwarker or something, a bulwarker, whatever you call it. That's what Peloton is. It's a modern day version of that. It basically, it's a gimmick. I mean, let's face it, Peloton's great when you're in lockdown and you can't go outside. You know, the police are stopping you and asking you why you're outside if you do go outside. Peloton's great then, but if you want to get on a bike and go for a bike ride, why not buy a bike? There's an idea. If you want a rowing machine, fine, rowing machines are okay, but why does it need to be plugged into the interweb? You know? Peloton, for me, I just don't get it. I totally agree with you, Dom. Totally agree with you. That's a good swing, that one, cash flow. But I think Don's looking for the entries to a swing, not notification that you've just come off a good one. Bit late. 39 quid a month for Peloton. I mean, come on. Chest expanders. Oh yeah, so if you had a hairy chest, they were lethal. Those chest expanders, the little coiled springs with a couple of grips, and you'd do it out like that. And they were the worst things. At least the bulwarker, it was actually working your pecs. The chest expanders, it was, I don't know what they were. They're just catching your chest hairs and not so much expanding your chest as shaving your chest. But again, gimmick, good advertising, good marketing. Usually at the back of those girly magazines. Not that I ever looked into those girly magazines, because what's a girly magazine? Yeah. What's a magazine? I hear all the Gen Z viewers asking. What's a magazine? It's like a book, but it's like a floppy book, but mostly pictures. Book is like it's like your iPhone, but you open it up into multiple sections, and it's made out of paper. Do I know any signals service or swings, as in stocks, not a club? Yes, it's called Benzinga, Narc. Get onto Benzinga. If you're going onto these the majority of these signals and alert services that they call things out, they don't work. They just don't work. The best thing you can do is learn how to trade, learn how to read fundamentals, learn how to read price action, and then what you need is something that's going to alert you to the stock movements. You can then look at the stock, look at the catalyst, look at the price action. From an intraday perspective, you can look at the volume, the volatility, the price action. You can watch the patterns forming and take your own trades. from a swing trading point of view, you can look at the fundamentals. From an investing point of view as well, but from a swing trading point of view, you can look at the fundamentals. You can look at the balance sheet. You can look at does it have an economic moat? Is this going to flush back at me? Am I going to lose money? And make your decisions accordingly. The best thing you can do is invest. If you've got if you want to get into the stock market, if you've got $1,000 to invest and you want to get into the stock market and start day trading, my advice to you is no. Take that $1,000 and educate yourself. Learn how. You know, get yourself a mentor. Just learn how to do it properly first and save up. Don't start with anything less than $5,000. That will be my advice. Anything less than that, it becomes very difficult to be consistently profitable. But you can do it, but you have to be extremely disciplined. PDS is making moves up again. My goodness, it's making good moves up again. Let's have a look. Blue skies as well. Really tempted to take a trade on this. Nice little pullback here. I have 75. If we can break the $0.75 high, 74, 874 at the moment. Breaks $0.75 level. I think we're at the races. This could get up to $9. Yeah, we've not had a good parabolic runner for a while though, Don, have we? You're going to look for it now? You don't need to look for it, Mark. Just, you see that little web address in the top left corner there of your screen? And go there, and it's the second link in the link tree. Or you can just go to my profile. Just click my ugly face. Go into my profile, Mark, and click the link tree, the TikTok trader on the link tree, and the second link in the link tree is Benzinga. Check it out. You can try it out free for 14 days. You can get signals in there, you can get trade ideas, you can get insider information. It's a great service. It really does. It really is. So that's Benzinga. It's what I'm using right now, actually. So I just spotted PDS moving. I saw it on the scanners. Which Benzinga pack am I on? I'm on the is it the essential pack? Whatever it is. It's the middle pack. You've got the basic, the essential, and then the options mentorship. I don't take the options. Basically I've the options mentorship. If you're an options trader, great. I trade options. I'll swing with options occasionally, but it's not a daily thing for me. A blue sky setup is when there's been no price action above at a higher level, J-Spec. So right now we're reaching all-time highs with PDSB at 880, and I'm not seeing any price action above 880. So where's the resistance? Oh, Flip Jug, it can be cheaper, buddy. Just use my discount code. So you get 35% off that. Use my discount code, you'll get 35%. Just try it out for 14 days. It's free for 14 days, mate. And then if you like it, you can get a discount. I pay, I think it's 99 bucks a month is what I pay for it. So 35% off 177. Yeah, it's about 99 bucks is how much I pay for it. You wish you had a good mentor. I mean, sarcasm much. Well, I do mentoring myself there, Mark. Do I actually trade now or just present? I trade. I just try not to trade while I've got a belly full of wine. That's irresponsible. So yeah, I'm presenting right now, to be fair, but I trade. If you were on this morning's, the earlier stream for the Open, you would have seen I made 7,000 live. So yeah, well, this is the last I've got of this wine. I might have to open another one, Alistair, because I'm actually enjoying it. Although we've got 4 minutes to the close, so I might graduate and open. I've got a lovely bottle of Bombay Sapphire, so it was given to me as a gift. They're what would have been on Friday? I went watching Thor Love and not Thor Love and Thunder. I went watching Blackadder. I went watching Black Panther on Friday, and the people I went watching it to gave me no, it's gin, Bombay Sapphire. So they give me a nice little litre bottle of Bombay Sapphire. So I might crack that open and have a gin and tonic. I've got a half-open lemon in the fridge that needs doing something with it. It is actually. I don't think it's as good as the first one. It's missing Chadwick. Chadwick made the first one, but it is actually quite good. It's not bad at all. If you're a Marvel fan, you'll enjoy it. If you're not a Marvel fan, then what are you doing? Okay, so let's have a look at the overall market before we sign off. So let's look at the 15-minute. Been a bit choppy today. Look at this. So this move down here. This was when the missile strike took place. It went red on the day. The S&P 500 all the way down from kind of 400 to 395. That's a big dip in 20 minutes. But hey, look. It's back up testing 400 shortly. It's 398 right now. A bit more bullish momentum this week, and we'll be back over 400 on the SPY. The Nasdaq or the Qs didn't quite go red after the missile strike, but it bounced really nicely as well. I mean, if you look at most of these at the same time, we had this sell-off at the missile strike. So a lot of these had the sell-off not quite as pronounced. Pineapple Energy had this same place, missile strike there at 1 o'clock. So there's a lot of stuff that didn't sell off. AMC did. As you can see, AMC is just following the market. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, he'll enjoy it. It's good. It's good. He'll enjoy it. If you're a teenager, you'll enjoy Black Panther too. It's a good movie. Like I say, not as good as the first one. It's not on the par with the Infinity Saga, kind of Infinity War, Infinity Endgame, that kind of thing. But yeah. Well, have a good evening yourself, Dom. Don't drink too much. So I'll tell you what we'll do. What we'll do is we'll get rid of this first and foremost, and then we'll take a look at this because there's been a couple of questions asked, so I'm going to answer those questions right now. Okay, guys. So this is Day Trade with Tony. This is my link tree. If you're wondering what my link tree is, the link to the link tree is in the top left there. But don't worry if you're on YouTube, because these links are all in the description. You can just go into the description of the live session, and you'll see these links. You can click on them and click through them. So, right, let me just. You don't want to be doing that. Display capture there on TikTok is the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so no, there's the Black Friday. The markets are half day, So we've got Thanksgiving, and then we've got Black Friday, which it's a half day. It's early closing on the market, so it's open for the open, and then it closes after lunch. So that's what I would say, FlipJug. Now, in terms of going back to what I'm talking about here, if you're on Twitch like yourself, FlipJug, you can just get into take the link and type that into your browser, and that'll bring you to this exact page. If you're on TikTok, you don't have to type the link into the browser. What you can do is you can just go into my profile, click the link that says Linktree TikTok Trader, and it'll bring you to this. If you want to learn how to trade, you want to join a community and myself, I'm happy to anybody that joins the Day Trade with Tony. I take them under my wing. I'm happy to mentor. I'm happy to engage with you. You can get on board and join TraderView, for example, and I'll give you my feedback on your trades and TraderView. If you want some feedback in using another platform other than TraderView, I can do that with you as well. I'm happy to take you under my wing and mentor you. This is Day Trade with Tony. As part of this course, you do get access to the Discord. It's a very active Discord now. It's been getting more and more active with the bigger it gets. On that basis, a lot of people have completed the Day Trade with Tony courses. People that have a lot more experience as well. And we're making it active and valuable as well. So get on that. But this is the syllabus. You can check this out for yourself. And if you want a taster of what you're going to learn, check out the Introduction to Trading on my YouTube channel. And if that strikes a chord with you, if it doesn't, that's fine. You know, you can continue to do your own research. Everything's available free on the internet, but if you want to look for it. Yeah, if you want to check out my Introduction to Trading video on YouTube, that's the first lecture on the course. So if that strikes a chord and you learn something from it, you might want to join the rest of it. Get access to the Discord as well, and that's fine. You want to find stocks to trade, click the second link, and it will take you to Benzinga. So Mark, you're talking about Benzinga, and you want to learn it up. So on any given day, I've got, this is what my desktop looks like on any given day. There might be more in there, but I've got my real-time scanners here. I've got my momentum scanners here. I've got my gap scanners here. I've got alerts. So this is telling me about price spikes. It's telling me about volatility halts. It's telling me about high of day series. I can actually change what I'm looking for here. In terms of highs, lows, gappers, whatever it is. I've got rolling news, but also Benzinga, you've got your news feed. You can have that in a separate workspace if you want, like I've got here. You can have calendars. So if I want to do a calendar, I can open up this piece here and can decide, okay, what calendars am I looking for? So earnings today. This tells me all the companies that have got earnings today. It's not a big one today, but it tells me everything. It tells me what IPOs, FDA, is there any FDA decision scheduled for today? Is there the IPOs scheduled for today? So ACRV is Acrivon Therapeutics, that's launched today. I can set the date range, and I can look for the whole week, what the IPOs are on the whole week. So that's the calendar on Benzinga. I can look at the charts. I can look at the ideas. If I want to look at the ideas, let's open a new window here so it's not interfering with my workspace. And we're getting signals here. So people in the Benzinga community, they're pulling out here, bullish on NVIDIA, the reason why, swing trade, options trade, whatever. And telling you what they're getting in at, getting out at, bullish on Shopify. So these are all trade ideas that you can get from the community, which is great. You've got the insider knowledge here, which is also great. Different insider knowledge here, why you would buy it, etc, etc. So you can go into all of these, and it really is. Benzinga's fantastic. If you're not using Benzinga, using trade ideas, then you might not want to use Benzinga. If you're using Bloomberg Terminal, you definitely don't want to use Benzinga. But again, if you're using trade ideas or Benzinga, you're paying through the nose for similar services as what Benzinga is giving. So yeah, Benzinga for me is absolutely essential, and this is how I find out what's moving, when it's moving, why it's moving. For example, I mean it's finished now, but I can change this over to the after hours session, and we can see stocks that are moving after hours. And for example, Pineapple Energy is moving up after hours, but I can click on Pineapple Energy there. You saw me click on Pineapple Energy, and it opens this overview page. I can go into the news section if I want to, and it tells me why it's moving up straight away. It tells me a bunch of other reasons, a bunch of other stocks, when it's hitting the news, if it's on its own. Pineapple Energy, Cal Udisef to appear on Benzinga's live show. So all of these kind of stuff. You want to look at the chart, you can look at the chart itself. If you want to check out the balance sheet, the income statement, the financials, if you want to look at key data, it's all at your fingertips. So you got the 6.6 million float, it's 5% shorted. You even look at the short interest as well, and you know, days to cover, etc., etc. So Benzinga's really great. If you're not using Benzinga or another trade alert service, then you're missing out. You're doing yourself a disservice. So if you want to use Benzinga, try it out for free. Make sure that it's working for you first before you buy it, and then come and check out. Use my discount code. You get 35% off. So FlipJug, rather than paying 177 a month, pay 100 quid a month. It's much better than 177 quid a month. Yeah, if you I use the platform I use to trade is Dash Trader Pro. I look for deeper analysis using TradingView, not to be confused with TraderView. So TraderView is the journal for trading. You can check that out. Now, what does it look like when you're actually in there? So this is TraderView, and I'm in here right now. I've not imported my trades from today, so I've got 7,000 to add on to this for today. But this is TraderView. And you can see for the year right now, I've not had a single month where I'm 100% green, and very few people do. But if I look at, had really good months in June, July, and August. June, July, and August I had three months over 150k, so that was really, really good. No, there's no such thing as a stupid question, Mark. Absolutely no such thing as a stupid question. No, they don't. So they don't just accept. They don't just accept US mobile numbers. So when I registered with an Irish number. And I know Alistair registered with a UK number, and you know they accept multinational phone numbers, but an email address is sufficient. You don't even need a phone number. You can verify with an email address if you want to anyway with Benzinga. So it's not, you don't need a phone number either way, but you can verify via email. So you sign up via email, they'll send you a thing, and then you can get back in touch with them to verify. It's fine. Look, negative $20 you can recover from, so you've kept your losses low, which is important. But if we go back to what I'm talking about here in terms of TradingView, let's have a look at November. You can see I had 7,000 onto this, so that's you know, a good green day today. And if you're on TikTok, I've already added the trade replays. If you've not seen them, you can go into my video on TikTok, and you'll be able to actually watch those trades as they were recorded live. Let's have a look at year to date. Will be 1.06 million gross after today. So we're averaging over $5,000 a day. So for the year, we're on track. Gross wise, but we're still behind slightly, ever so slightly net. So we need to overachieve on the year. So my goal for the year was $100,000 a month, 1.2 million for the year gross, which that should, because that works out about 16% for transaction fees, commissions, charges, etc. And on average, and that should give me a 7-figure net year. Now, for whatever reason, I'm actually it's been a little bit more than that, so I'm a little bit behind on the net, and I found out that I'm actually being charged more on my ECN fees. Actually, guys, Alistair or whoever that's with CMEG, are you being charged more on your ECM fees lately? Because this last month or so, my ECM fees have like quadrupled. They're 4 times more expensive than they were in August, for example. So just let me know if you're getting charged. If you're getting charged more. It is a lot, Mark. It's but my results are not, you know, my results are not like everybody else's. If I look at November, for example, I'm not tracking on November in the same light. I'm 5,064 is my average for the year on a daily basis. I'm a little under 3,000. I'll be over 3,000 after I load my after I load my trade login to today's trades. I'll be over $3,000 daily, but that's not. My results should be aspirational. You shouldn't be thinking that you're going to start trading and trade like me. Most people lose money. Trading view statements, trading view. I'm not sure what you mean by trading view statements, but if you mean broker statements, I need to upload them, so I'll probably do that at the end of this month, and just do the full month. But there you go. But if you want to learn how to trade, I can teach you how to trade. I do not guarantee any levels of profitability. So I don't guarantee any levels of profitability on simple for the fact that I can give you what I know. I can give you the methodologies, I can give you the strategies, I can give you the knowledge to be able to trade, and I can give you the a proven profitable documented strategy to trade against. But it's up to you to be disciplined enough to execute. And there is the magic. It's a lot harder than it seems to execute against a proven strategy that's profitable. And I'm if I was disciplined enough to do it every single day, you would never see me have a red day, because I've been disciplined enough to cut my losses early and ride those winners into the sunset, and you know, like Seabiscuit or whatever. But it's not that easy, unfortunately. So it's down to you to be, and which is why I always say practice in a simulator first. If you're not going to practice in a simulator and you're just going to put real money on the line and you lose money, you've only yourself to blame. If you can't get profitable in a simulator, you're not going to be profitable with real money on the line. So practice in a simulator first. That in itself is no guarantees that emotion won't overcome you and you'll end up losing money. In 85% of people that trade stocks and shares on the stock exchange on an intraday basis lose money and are never profitable. 85%. That's a large majority. So just bear that in mind. If you're not going to practice in a simulator, the likelihood is you're going to lose money. So practice first. Okay. Simulator first. Well, look, there's a few people on this stream that have taken my course already, Mark, and go onto my YouTube, check out the Introduction to Day Trading. It's a lecture, and it's delivered in a similar way, and all the lectures are delivered in a similar fashion. If you can't understand it, if it doesn't come across, if you don't gain benefit from it, then don't sign up to the course. If you do gain benefit from it, but all you need is a little bit of one-to-one or a little bit of coaching, or you know, and you, because if you sign up to the course, you get access to the private Discord as well, and I'm happy to engage with you. That's not a problem. Okay, so Teddy's already talking about it, and he's happy with his purchase. Alistair was happy with his purchase. Matt as well, happy with the purchase. I've not had anybody complain about it yet. I'm happy to engage on a one-to-one basis with anybody that joins. What I don't do is engage with a one-to-one basis just willy-nilly. I've just not got enough time to do that. So if you're prepared to invest in yourself, then I'm prepared to invest in you as well. Simple. Okay. Look, we're finished. I need to do this trade recap, so I'm going to end the stream. I'll be back at it tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. So feel free to join me for pre-market trading tomorrow, and we'll do it all again. And hopefully we'll have another green day. We'll extend this winning streak. Right now, my winning streak, what did I say what my winning streak was again? Overview, calendar. So 5, let's make it 6. Five out of 5, let's make it 6. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. I'm going to finish my wine, make myself a nice gin and tonic, and then I'm going to record my trade recap video for YouTube. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, drop over to the YouTube channel, subscribe to it right now, and you'll get notified when I drop that trade recap video from today. And you'll also get notified whenever I'm going live as well. So in the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow, guys.